In 2025, I have put out about 11 videos, and I say about because 2 of those videos were One More Game podcast episodes. And I look at that in the year, and it continues to portray what I feel has been the case with Press Start. Ever since I went back into working full-time, which is I'm not consistent enough. And it was also highlighted recently when discussing with my friend, where I was talking about how much, of course, I would love to do this full-time because I love video game news, I love video games, I love covering them, but also I have a background in journalism. That was my career of choice, and I love covering news and seeing news and doing all that jazz. And I will say sorry about the lighting because I'm driving to work, as you can tell, and at the same time it's bright and shiny right now. And they talked about how, hey, I've been doing a great job at this, but it's hard to get into. And he's right in one part, wrong in the other. At least this is what I told him. He's correct. Getting into video game journalism, doing YouTube, all that jazz is a tough career path. It's hard to get into. Everyone wants to do it, and so it makes it really difficult. But I don't agree that I've done a good job at it because I just don't think I've been consistent enough. And as we wrap up the year and head into 2026, I wanted to put out this video to kind of give you guys my thoughts on Press Start, how the channel is operating, and some plans for 2026. If I'm consistent, I think that this is a actionable and reasonable plan that I can accomplish. Anything that I want to do above that and beyond that, I will keep to my chest, so that way I don't feel like I am not able to fulfill a promise or creating empty promises. But let's talk a little bit about 2025. So this year we've seen a little bit of growth. We've had a few new subscribers. I believe across the year, if I looked, we've gained about 15 to 16 subscribers, which for some channels is not a lot. For my channel, it is a lot. I think I started the year, if I remember correctly, around the 248 mark. I'm now currently sitting at 265. So if that is the case, then I've made 17 subscribers. But I don't remember off the top of my head, which is awesome. Again, not putting out a lot of videos is hard to grow off of that, but we're able to do that. I've been streaming pretty consistently, not as consistent as I'd like to. As you all know, I try to stream every Friday, starting about 9 p.m. Central Time. Sometimes I'm able to hit that, sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I'm not able to even put out a stream because of work events, life events, things like that. And I feel like that's been working out pretty well. It's something that I think is doable with me and my family. I think it also allows you all to have more of a consistent time frame of when I'm going to stream versus how it was before, where I tried to stream on Wednesdays and that just was not really working out because of course I still have to go to work the next day, whereas in Fridays, I don't have to go to work the next day. We put out, I think, 2 reviews this year on games. We did Stellar Blade, a game that I personally owned, and then we put out a review for Is This Seat Taken, which, thank you to the studio for offering that key for me to be able to do a review, because again, not a big channel. So happy that we were able to do that. That was awesome, and as you all know, I really enjoyed that game, so I do think that you guys should go check that out. But let's talk about 2026. What do I want to do in 2026? Well, again, I put out roughly 11 videos. I want to do more. I want to make more happen. My ideal situation is I want to put out 2 videos a month. So basically, every other week, a video coming out for me. I think it's doable. I think that I can make it happen, especially with the idea or plan that I have in mind. And that is that every month, one of those videos I want to put out is a review. I want to get back to doing a little bit of reviews. I will tell you right now, I'm very self-conscious about my reviews. I don't know why, but I will tell you, I think that I am not very good at reviewing a game. I think that I struggle with it. I know, or I dig deep down, I have feelings of what is good, what is bad. I have my critiques. But at the same time, I love gaming so much that for the most part, if I enjoy a game and play it through, then I feel like it's almost always going to be a 6 or higher, mostly a 7 or higher, because I don't have a lot of time, so I'm only putting time into games that I already enjoy. So you guys see a lot of 7s, 8s, 9s, 10s with me. Maybe not 10s, but just in general, because if I'm putting the time to actually see that game through, then that means I enjoyed it, which just means it's going to be above a 7. But I feel like sometimes I have a hard time fully articulating what are my critiques without sounding too nitpicky, and at the same time without feeling like I'm forcefully making a critique. So I don't feel I'm the best at doing reviews, but I do still like putting them out. So the plan is, again, I want to put out 1 review a month. That's going to be one of the videos each month. The second video a month, I'm still trying to fully decide on what I'd like to do. My current thoughts and viewpoints are potentially just doing hey, here are the games that are coming out this month, like I started to do in 2025 and then stopped right after February. Just because it's easier for me to plan ahead, so I can kind of shoot those things ahead of time, which should, in theory, make it a bit easier to stay on consistent hitting that second video a month. But I do want to hear your guys' viewpoints on that. Would you guys like me to do that? Does it help having a quick video from me kind of saying, hey, here are, the 5 or 10 games that I think are cool coming up, with a few honorable mentions, as I always do. And if not, what would be kind of that second video? The other idea that I have would be, even if it's a week or 2 late, is putting out a video about whatever is the current biggest topic in gaming and just giving my overall thoughts on it. I don't know if you guys like that either, but I want to hear your guys' opinion. So please let me know. Again, you can, as always, comment on this video or post in our Discord, because our Discord links down below, but you can have the discussion there. Comments on the video help a lot more, because of course it helps with outreach, but I totally get it if you don't want to put the comment there. It's totally fine. Just come to the Discord and let me know there. But the thing that I want to involve you all with, because at the end of the day, this channel only sees the light of day and continues to potentially grow with your guys' engagement. So what I'm going to be doing, in my opinion, or what I'm currently planning, is 6 of the games that I'm reviewing are going to be games that I personally want to play and choose. But the other 6, I'm going to let you all vote on what games I should play and review for said month. So the current plan is, in our Discord, every month I'm going to put out a poll that will include 3 to 4 games that I'm currently thinking or wanting to play. And I will let you all vote on what is the game that I actually will play and review for the month. I just feel like that'll be really fun for you guys, getting a little bit of involvement and having a chance to see your impact on the content. And I also think that it might help me force and focus on some games that I want to play but haven't started or anything for certain reasons. So that's going to be the current plan. So keep an eye out for voting. It's basically going to be every other month. So I will tell you, for January, I'm currently going to pick my game. I have not picked it yet because I know that for Christmas, my wife has gotten me some video games, and I want to see what games I get for Christmas. I should say game or games. before I make a decision. I'm still deciding that. I'm recording this on the eve of Christmas Eve. So, you know, if this goes out today, I'll know here in about 2 days. If this is going out tomorrow on Christmas Eve, then I will know in a day. So we'll have that. I'll be putting the first poll up for games to review probably around January 15th, because that will give me time, ideally, to start wrapping up my review of the game for January and start getting ready to work on the game for February. I do also want to make mention, I forgot to say this earlier, when I say that I want to do a review every month, I will give myself grace of it may not be a full comprehensive review. Again, with my full-time job, my time that I have to travel, things like that, depending on the system that I buy it on, and obviously if it is playable through traveling, I may not be able to get through some of these games completely before the review needs to come out. So some of these reviews may be more of a preview, or it may be, for instance, you know, my time, you know, my thoughts after 26 hours with X game, you know, things like that, where I'm going to make it very clear if I have not beaten the game yet, but I'm still going to give my thoughts and review of what I have played thus far. My goal, of course, is to beat the games, but I am going to give myself a little bit of that grace and slack if I'm not able to get through all of them. So do keep that in mind. But yeah, I want to thank you all for being a part of Press Start for 2025. I know that I ended up not really celebrating this because I just got too busy, and I think I also got overwhelmed personally. But last year we celebrated 11 years of Press Start, and that's awesome. You know, I know some of you have been around since day one. I know some of you have joined somewhere in between, and some of you, of course, joined in 2025. But all of you are very much appreciated for listening to my ramblings and my talks and my thoughts on video games and the news around it. And hopefully we'll do some celebrations here in 2026 to thank you all and show my appreciation for year 12, because that's what we're about to embark on. So with that said, thank you all for tuning into this video. It's a little bit longer than I originally planned, but oh well, that's what happens when I allow myself to just speak my mind. So with that being said, thank you all so much. I hope you all have a happy holidays, whatever you may be celebrating, wherever you may be. Just enjoy the time with family and loved ones. And if you don't, then just enjoy the time, of course, checking out here on the channel. As always, everybody, we're going to wrap this video with the same way that we have always done, or at least for a while now, is I want you guys all to, of course, stay hydrated, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on gaming. We'll see you all on the next video or stream, especially in 2026. But until then, happy holidays and enjoy yourselves.